So man, I'm in Newnan, Georgia. I'm here with this brother. You know, brother's got some beautiful work. Guys, just take a look at some of this. Now, my brother, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, man. What's your claim to fame?
My name is Rich Brown, and I have a company called Pottery 32. I'm a functional potter out here in Georgia. I started my career when I was 32 years old, hence the name Pottery 32.
Okay.
And I really stay in the functional realm. So the purpose of my pottery is to create pottery that people can use. Okay. So I'm really thinking about the person, the ergonomics of the cup, the ergonomics of the bowl, and the communal aspect of pottery. That's why I create. So my creations are really like made to be used and made to be shared.
Okay, so
these are some pieces that I have that these actually didn't make it. They didn't make the cut for just different flaws. I sell most of my pieces online, so if you want to check me out, I'm at www.pottery32.com. I have some pieces at West Elm. I have some pieces that will be featured at the High Museum in the High Museum store, and Signature Gallery in Atlanta, and also Mark of the Potter in Clarksville, Georgia.
Okay.
So that's where you can find some of my stuff locally.
So all this is handmade?
Everything is handmade.
Right here.
That's the process. And on the table I'm working on, this stuff right here is my work, and this here is my work as well, but these are commissioned pieces for a property management company in Peachtree City. So this is what it starts like, and this is what it ends up.
Okay.
So this is the start and this is the finish. And I just put their custom logo and my signature on the bottom.
Right. Awesome, brother. And these are pieces?
Yeah, so all of these are in the making. Okay. They'll all get some kind of distressed, I've been working with a lot of distressing pieces like this.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
I've been working with this kind of stuff recently. So these pieces will be distressed, and I'll add on more pieces to it. So it's just labor of love.
Awesome. I see you were working on something before I came in. You want to show the people
yeah.
how you kind of formulate some of these? So
this step is the trimming part. So I'm going to trim these cups because they're unfinished. So after I throw the cup, so what I do is, this piece is called a chuck. So I threw this piece, and when I trim my pots, I put it on this truck because it creates the circle again. And I want to clean this up. So this is called tap centering, and I'm trying to get it centered, and then I'll press it down on the chuck, and then I'll take my trimming tool and I'll clean up the bottom of this pot. It's just trying to create a finished look. I'm creating a foot ring right here. And then I put these little indentations in these cups, just a decorative piece, and the glaze also sits very well in it. And then I'm going to carve out the middle of the base of this cup. And then I clean the edges up with my finger. And then I'll take a sponge. And there's going to be so many more steps to this, but we went from this to this.
Awesome.
And then these are pieces that are commissioned pieces, so I'm putting a custom logo on the bottom of these pieces. So I created this is my woodworking skills. This is as far as I'm going right now. And I use cornstarch, regular table cornstarch, so when I put my stamp on, it doesn't get stuck on the pottery. And this is a custom stamp. This one has the logo of the company on it, and then this stamp has my signature on it. And let me get my mallet so I could just show you the finished product. So with the mallet, I always put an arrow so I make sure it's on the right side. Give it a couple of taps. Hope I get the proper indentation. Yep. And then I'll put my name underneath it. Name is there. I'll brush it off. and then that cornstarch will just bake off in the kiln,
Awesome.
and that's, you got it.
So how did this become an interest of yours, man?
Just saw it on YouTube, so it was actually a YouTube video, and I saw this guy, and I wish I knew who he was, because I probably actually know him in real life. I know a lot of potters out there, and he was making coffee mugs for a coffee shop, and I just saw him create, like, just taking mud and just was nothing to something. And I always wanted to give it a try, and there's a studio in Atlanta, well, Decatur, called Mudfire, and I used to pass it, and one day I just walked in, and then once I walked in, I just got the bug, and I've been doing it for the past 16 years.
Wow. And would you say this is a field that more African Americans should be doing? I mean,
Yeah, well, you know, I was formerly a teacher, so I taught for 17 years. I taught art, I taught language arts, and when you're talking about African Americans and just doing pottery, I think in any art form, just the trauma, this allows me to be present, because I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything that's going on in the world at any time except for that current piece that I'm working on. And you see that I have a lot of pieces that I'm always working on. So, not cliche, but I'm centered, and I'm always focused, and I'm always present. I don't have too much time to really daydream about anything when I'm on the wheel. And that is like therapy for me. I needed
that power of being creative,
yeah,
and
I needed it.
Bringing. Awesome.
So it's Rich Brown, Pottery 32. Come check me out.
There it is.